ibxtoycat, and here I am on the Java edition because Minecraft just put out a pre-release which includes a very interesting experiment that they're doing with villagers. They have doubled down on the idea of making you have jungle and swamp villagers because these guys have special trades not just for librarians but also now for the armorers and the cartographers. This raises the question, if Mojang wants you to make these villagers so bad, how hard actually is it to do so, and more importantly, how balanced are they from a new player perspective? I'm going to be starting a brand new world from scratch here on the Java edition, which is not the one I play the most. I play a lot of Bedrock, but I'm going to be playing on the Java edition. It's going to be fun on one level, but it's also going to be an eye-opening idea as to how this new villager trade rebalance actually looks in real Minecraft. We'll turn on the bundle too just for fun, and what we'll also do is we'll type in a seed. I did want to, oh, that's the link to this live stream. I'm going to type in a seed as well because I wanted to find a seed where we could guarantee that we would find a jungle somewhere near us, and also just to help us out, we're going to be finding an igloo as well. Igloos are very, very common in frozen biomes, but those things aren't common. So let's do an experiment, and let's find out today how fast we can make a village, indeed a jungle village, a village type which Mojang won't give you, but which they insist you need to have. I am very curious about how this is going to go, and if you are too, then join me for the journey. Hello, I'm ibxtoycat, and this is the first new Java survival world I've made for something like this for a while. It's effectively a speedrun, right? How fast can we make a village? But rather than doing a speedrun by deliberately doing things you wouldn't do in a normal world, this is going to be a speedrun following as, as normal a route as we humanly can. So the first thing we need to do is find an igloo. All I checked is that we had a frozen biome near spawn and that we had a jungle somewhere within a few thousand blocks. I think it's like a couple, like 1,500 blocks that way or so. And so that's all we're gonna be taking advantage of. We're gonna do the normal things when you load into a world. Wow, chop down a tree. Actually, do we need to even do this? Like, will an igloo help us out with some other stuff? Well, you never get. We'll wait till we find somewhere with apples, because the more golden apples we have, the faster we can cure villagers. And I guess we need wood to make boats too. But we'll skip as much of the tech tree as we can to instead go looking. Oh, look, it's a nice lake for igloos. Because if you want to make a brand new village from scratch, funnily enough, the igloo is the most powerful thing you can have. It's one of the few places where beds naturally spawn, which is great, but more importantly, it has a brewing stand, and more importantly than that even, it has, obviously, easy access to the Splash Potion of Weakness, which you can get from witches, technically speaking, but anyone who's played Super Flat or Caveman or any other challenge where you can't make your own Splash Potions, you realize very quickly why it's a bad idea. So, with that said, let's now do some Java-style crafting. Look how quirky this whole thing is, and let's go ahead and let's make ourselves some sticks. Let's make ourselves a shovel. I realize I don't need the shovel, I can just do that. Oh no, it took it out of the recipe too. I can just use this, and we're gonna go on a little bit of a journey right now. So, also looking forward to this is Ba. Also, yeah, no coordinates on screen. Also, no paper doll in the top left, and there's a lot of other weird differences you'll notice as we go. But I'm just here exclusively to look for an igloo. I know there is one around here somewhere. It's, again, when you have an icy biome this big, you know you're going to encounter one, and you know 50% of them have a basement, and so it's just the fastest way to get a Splash Potion of Weakness. It saves all the faff with, oh, look at that. I'm hoping that's my one right here. It saves all the faff with the going to the nether and stuff. You just get in, you get your bed, you get out, and let's see if we can do precisely that right now. We're going to have to, this is the way into an igloo, by the way, I swear. There we go. That is, in fact, a trapdoor down, which means I have easy access now. Wonderful. Also, woo Java, says Rosie Farrow. Honestly, also, it's so weird going down ladders. It feels wrong. Every time I play Java, there's something weird about the game I discover. I'm hoping we don't have to do that today, but it's fine. So, we've got our local brewery achievement. We got some apple, and also, whoa, we don't actually need to chop down trees. We just need to find gold now. We got some wheat, and we got some backup food if we need it. So, I'm going to take the chest with me, if I've taken everything inside of it. Should have just broken it in the first place. And, maybe I should also take the baby cactus and this as well. Can you break these with your fist? I've never... You cannot. Wouldn't recommend doing it. Hey! Do. Thank you so much for becoming a new channel member. I welcome to the club. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Man, ladders are so slow, right? Am I crazy? Is this like insanely painfully slow, or am I going wild? Anyway, so we're gonna click the bed, the weirdly facing bed. We're gonna take our not brewing stand, and we're gonna get back in the boat. And now we're gonna go searching specifically for either gold, so a mesa biome would be nice, or a jungle biome. If we can find one of those two things, we can start our new village nice and simply. So the member alerts are huge on the screen. Oh yeah, you're right. They are absolutely massive, huh? Also, they're way in the wrong place. You know, if you also 1.21 Village and Pillage Part 2, that's a good theory for one of the like background tasks they might get done in this update. And honestly, I don't think people would hate that. It's a bit of a weird one to go through so many village changes, but it's a good sign that Mojang wants to get it right. They don't think that just because they've done it before, it's perfect. That they are willing to say, like, okay, how things are now are not how they're perfect forever. So I don't know which way we're going necessarily. I know we wanted to go towards the icebergs, but the icebergs might be in multiple directions, so let's hope we work it out. So, also, I should have taken the furnace while I was there. Would have saved me so much digging around, but, you know, hindsight is 2020. Which is a weird thing, because in the UK, we never described vision as being, like, 1920, 2120, or whatever. You know, saying hindsight is 2020 is saying... you know, hindsight is that 1 year where we all specifically didn't have any hindsight. You know, we all looked at previous, you know, we saw this SARS thing coming, and we're like, you know, the last SARS was famously a very, very peaceful affair, so we should do as little as possible till it's far too late, and then we should do way too much. Like, I feel like that's the human response to lots of things, right? Like, let's do not enough, and then let's do way more than we should do to account for the fact that we did too little. It's, I mean, like, you know, like, you got a project due. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna, like, carefully plan it so you have the number of days line up with the amount of work you're doing? No, what you're gonna do is the last day before someone wants it from you is you're gonna go, oh dear God, people want that from me? I didn't realize that I was, like, a person that people could want things from, and then, you know, you panic, and you have a plan to, like, fake your own death, or you get it all done the night before. It's the human response. So, that is my plan for today's challenge. All I need is a splash potion of weakness, and a zombie villager, and I can go straight to a brand new village if I can get there. Again, I want to find a mesa or a jungle. I'm 80% sure I did a locate biome. It said there's one at like 2,000 blocks on the X, maybe negative 2,000. I sure hope it's negative 2,000 on the X, and on the Z, sorry, and like 400 on the X. We do nothing until we panic. If you have coordinates of the igloos, I'm helpless if you want to come back to it. Yeah, I think I'm hoping at this point, given the size of this biome, we could find another igloo. But even then, it's only for a furnace, so we could probably find that elsewhere. Also, whoa, look at that down there. What am I looking at? Oh, it's a whole ruined portal. Should I go for that? I think I have to, right? Like, there's no reason not to. It might have golden carrots, or maybe some armor, or like... Oh, yeah, Unbreaking. Curse of Binding, no thank you. A whole golden apple. Whoa, this seed's great. Okay, I found the seed to go to if you want to cure zombie villagers. But that's not my goal today. So yeah, we now have everything we need to make a whole new village... Besides food, actually. So we need to get some food going. And then we're otherwise ready, chat. Yeah, exciting. Very exciting. But yeah, I think I love these sorts of challenges that make you think to yourself, how do I do something unique? And I figured, you know, whenever there's a new snapshot coming out, people like to have opinions, and rightfully so. It's really fun to have opinions about things. But I wanted to actually judge the changes they're making in the snapshot based on how it feels after playing. So often, we give feedback to Mojang based on what we think about something, having never played it ourselves, so we're gonna go this way, by the way. And to me, that's like a very, very bad thing. Oh, ice boats go a little bit slower. They've got more momentum on Java. And then they also, they drop it slower, so you actually get to continue the speed into water for a little bit. But people give feedback based on how they think, not about how they actually play with something. And that, to me, has a big problem because some changes are so awesome and we don't know why till later, and some things feel like they're great but no one cares about them after they come out. And so I think an example of this might be like firework rockets. No one knew how fundamental they would be to everything in Minecraft. Even Mojang themselves just thought it was a goofy little feature. They changed transportation in all the ways. It's massive. And for an example of the opposite, I think there was a recent one where everyone was like, this is huge, it's massive, and then we just never really tend to use it. You know, like in 1.19, I don't, maybe like the ancient city. It's like a goofy little thing you come to every now and then. Stuff like that, it's always coming up. So, yeah, we're just gonna go for a little boat ride wherever we can. Boats are a little bit weird on this version, but I'm down for the ride right now. I'm down for the journey. And we're going to make sure we're going in the right direction. Negative... We want to be going more negative Z than negative X. So we're going to go mostly this way if we're going to find a jungle. Right up there, and maybe to the right a little bit. Let's go. So, again, I think the... Also, what is a jungle village? Says Chica Post. Making a jungle village is one of the few villages in the game that the game will not give you. You have to make it yourself. Which is interesting, because up to this point, the only reason to do so... The only reason to have a jungle village is for cool aesthetic reasons, right? So some people have also... Ooh, that was weird. So also you can't eat while you're in a boat. Why is that? I guess I'm using my hands. But like, am I using my hands? I can hold my sweet, but I can't. You know, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just eat in the little breaks here. Have a little snack and then have another one later maybe. You know, honestly, I'm just gonna eat golden carrots. If it's gonna take me this long, I might as well eat a decent food that gets me all the way covered. Also, I hope your day's going Welsh, Toycat, says Joshua B. Hope your day's going Welsh as well. I put a lot of work into my... I feel like snapshot videos are always like... you've got like to panic and get a lot of stuff done. But I put a lot of work into it. I hope people enjoy it when it comes out. And I'm kind of excited to see... I feel like I was having like a chill day before that. But it worked out well because in the middle of the day in the UK, it's getting crazy hot, like summer temperatures. And just, I'm having a miserable time when I'm trying to record stuff, and I'm worried that's seeping into the content. So I'm like trying to like be like, okay, I'll take my middle of the day off. I can work in the evening, in the morning, like balance it out that way. And so I had a really good chill day, and then got home and was like, okay, let's go, let's do this snapshot thing. Toycat, in your opinion, which version had the best lighting system, Java, Bedrock, or console? Honestly, the lighting system, I only notice it when it's broken. I think I think that's where a lot of people feel about most things in the world, is you'll notice something that isn't there so much more than something that is and is good. My girlfriend is not much of a gamer, but I've convinced her to play. I'm now watching you and playing with her. She's such a noob, and I love your content. You know, Peanut Butter 69, you've got to be nicer to your girlfriend. And Peanut Butter 69's girlfriend, you know, it's okay. He's not always like this. He's a great guy otherwise. You just, you know, don't worry. He's wonderful. You love him anyway. Also, woo taxes, says Doc. Whoa taxes indeed. I hope, I do appreciate any and all taxes that pay the infrastructure bill of this great land that we have. Anyway, so with that said, let's jump inside here. I feel like the Toycat tax thing gets more and more lost the more we go in there, but that's some of the fun. Also, we got so much flint here. I don't know what we're ever going to do with it besides make Fletchers, maybe. But, yeah, just a fun reminder that we can be in a village fairly soon. But, or we can be in a jungle or mesa fairly soon. But I think I'm going to just take a little bit of a moment here. I'm just going to go to sleep on the shore here. If I find gold, I'm going to... Oh, sorry, am I going the right direction? I don't think I am. I think I turned around at some point. Yep, I don't know. Every time I get in a boat on Java, I just get insanely lost. So you can't sleep in the ocean on Java, as best I know, which means we just have to keep going until we get this sorted. Also, it's going to be challenging to act on all the time, especially for videos. It is funny, there is this idea of like on and off, like, you know, being the best version of yourself is actually quite hard for a lot of people. And I think that's why a lot of people like burn out when they're like, yeah, you can work a 40-hour week. I think almost every job, something you realize very quickly when you work for yourself is that every job has a bunch of like busy low effort work and then high effort work. And then you show up and you put whatever amount of effort you want in there and you either do get fired or you don't. Whereas when you work for yourself. Also, I thought I would find the jungle by now, chat. Oh no, have I been going the wrong direction? Okay, I'll check my seed map just to check here. Okay, so according to this seed map that I'm on right now, I've got a jungle at, okay, it's at, oh, it's minus 500, minus 2,800? Oh god, I gotta go now 1,000 blocks. Okay, I loaded up. I had to be, I was worried. Also, thank you very much for the tip. KD, oh no, Rosie Farrow, Toycat tax for Snapshot Day. Appreciate it a lot. Also, KD says, tax return. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing wonderfully. Sir, 500 minus 1,900 jungle. Oh, it's at 500. Is it like 500 on the positive? So if we want, we can either go to... Yeah, okay. So at 500 positive minus 1,900. So we want to go this way 1,000 blocks. Or we can go like north 1,000 blocks. Yeah, we'll go to the right. We'll go this way. I looked on the map and it looks like there's a village nearby, which is handy because stealing villages is actually a surprisingly good thing. Even if we only use them for breeding purposes and for stealing their food, it's definitely worth doing it. So, yeah, you can use chunk base for your seed to know much more about your seed. I usually wouldn't recommend doing that. For a long-time survival world, if you throw in chunk base, you're just gonna, like, you're gonna remove the exploration element of your world. It's like saying if you go into creative mode, you can mine stone much faster because it's easier just to hit /give stone. But, like, again, it's not cheating, it's just removing fun for yourself. It's hard to see that sometimes, you know, like, that's another thing that I think Mojang has to work so hard to balance. I have no idea how they get it right. That when you make Minecraft easier, a lot of people get happy for about 10 minutes, and then they remove some game from themselves. There's a big wave of Minecraft nostalgia right now. People being like, Minecraft was so much better when it was simpler. And it's like, yeah, these easy things make the game harder, which means your builds have to be, you know, they feel like they have to be bigger, which it's like the treadmill effect. Like, unless you're doing something new, you don't feel like you've done anything too exciting. Also, awesome, I knew loading up the seed myself was a good idea. Thank you very much, Dasher. Appreciate it. Also, all my dyslexic brain sees on the coordinate screen is pain. Oh yeah, there's so much going on here. What is with Java being like, do you want to see your coordinates? Okay, you're gonna have to look at your CPU, you have to look at your graphics card and see, it's like, okay, I'm sorry, I don't want to see all of that. I just wanted to know. I'm sorry for offending you. Also, wow, there's a mesa here. Okay, everything I need all in one place. Exactly what I'm going for. So I'm just gonna go to sleep on the ground right here. Ice bucket challenge, obtain a block of obsidian, sleep in a bed to change your respawn point. Nice. Sweet dreams for me. Now we're going to go in the village and we're going to grab as many beds as we can. We're just going to absolutely ransack this place for its beds. And we're going to make our own village in the jungle somewhere, which will be wonderful. So this is a chest with some bread and some emeralds, which of course I want. And those are cauldrons, which I don't think I really can use anything for. We are going to... oh, we can't take that with our bare fists. We do need a... it's a blast furnace, I believe. And then we also need something on top of that. But it's fine. If we don't see one, we don't see one. So we need a cartography table. I think that's found in here. Yes, it is. So we'll take all the paper. It's not very much of it. We'll take the 2 sticks. We'll take the empty map because we don't start one of those. So we'll put that in our offhand. Oh, where'd it go? Put that on the offhand. Oh, maps look so different on Java. Oh, what am I looking at, internet? What's the big arrow on the right of the map? Is there a second player in the game? Is the Nether over there? Is it telling me to go there next? What a weird... Is there an explanation for this, chat? Do you know why it's doing that? We'll grab a second chest as well, because just, you know, I've got hoarding tendencies. We should all admit at this point. And we'll come back for all the hay bales later. I think for now we just want all the beds, and we'll be good. We'd also go get ourselves some iron by killing the golem. Seems like a good decision to me. So let's do precisely that. We'll make a wooden sword, the bare minimum we need just to get stuff done, and we'll kill the golem nice and fast. So, again, this isn't necessarily the most standard path, but it's a very easily standard doable path. I should have made a pickaxe. Why did I make a pickaxe? That was the one thing I didn't want to make, damn it. So is this a sword? Yeah, this is a sword. Okay, so we'll go kill the golem. You have to be careful when killing golems on the JV edition, because, okay... we need some wood, and we need it now. So when you're killing golems, you gotta not spam click because they don't like spam on this version, even though it's an absolutely deliciously nutritious meal. I'm gonna place down a bed as a respawn point actually, just as my full back point, and then we're gonna go and kill the golem. He apparently just stops caring about you if you get far enough away, but it has to be on flat ground, otherwise he murders you. I don't know if that applies here, but it's something I sure do not want to test. And there we go. Okay, so I'm 3 blocks up. Is that enough for Java? Hope so. Yeah, murdered. I've never eaten spam. Oh, you're missing out, Jacuzzi. I love spam so much. It's so cheap. It's so delicious. Like, a lot of people like have this like hate towards it if you grew up with it, but it's like, it's super salty, it's real good stuff. Would recommend in a heartbeat. So now we can grab whatever beds we had here. I think we've been in here already though. We can grab the beds from up there and just get the bare minimum we need for a technically functional village. That's all I'm really after right now. Oh, I need this though. So if we can break it with a wooden pickaxe, I hope we can, I hope we can, I hope we can. It's got to be breakable, right? Otherwise it wouldn't. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So now we can make an armorer. We would like a lectern, but if we don't find one here, it's not the end of the world. They have, like, no beds in these villages, which is weird. So we've got all the necessities we need from this village. Wonderful. I've never had it, but do want to try it. I think the worst for your stomach, but best for your brain way is spam fritters. It's like, they bread it and then they deep fry it. Also, oh, the arrow is actually just some lava. That's a really cool random little feature. So there's a jungle over here, as you can see. I'm probably going to have to build a bridge over this at some point, because I'm going to go between the villages. But for now, we don't need to worry about that. Let's just get to the other side and start the building of our base. So, yeah, we can now make an iron axe or an iron pickaxe. I think a pickaxe allows me to make... I guess we can make both. Yeah, we'll go for an iron axe and an iron pickaxe. We don't need to go to the nether, so I think that's the best use of our resources. And then as we run low of the iron pickaxe, we use it to get more iron to make another one. Okay, that's my plan. Because we're going to be chopping down a lot of wood to make a proper village around here. Just for the fun of things, right? Imagine he was wrong about the 3 blocks, says Kinren Yen. The crazy thing about playing Minecraft between 2 editions is a lot of the time you'll make a mistake like that, where you're like, is this the same? It must be the same. And then the game's like, no, it was not the same. And as punishment for getting this wrong, we will have your life. Hope you appreciate. Have a good day. See you next time. That sort of thing. Spam cooked in brown sugar is great. It's a combo of sweet and salty. Nah, it sounds delicious. I need to take people's recipes here. Did you leave the bed at the village? I missed it. 100% did. I've got 1 bed in the middle of the jungle now. It's not what most people would refer to as ideal, but it'll do the job. We're just going to find a nice spot in the jungle here. I'd say nice and high up is great. A nice spot in the jungle where we can build our own village from scratch, and then ideally keep it safe later. But, you know, right now, just keeping a village safe. So, this right here is wonderful. We've got some trees on all sides of us, and we can place down our bed. We can place down our cartography and our blast furnace. So we can get the 2 new villager types right now, and we can see how we really benefit from having them, just like so. Welcome to the jungle. We've got fun and games. You know, that is a factually accurate statement of events. So now we'll take 2 spruce planks and 2 acacia planks, and I love that you can combine them, make a crafting table. And let's use that crafting table to... it's such a pain making some things. Seriously, I have no idea how anyone does anything on the Java edition. How do you do it? You don't. Okay, so if you want to make iron, you type in iron, and the game is like, you can... Okay, there we go. It gives it to me there. So then from here, we can make an iron axe and an iron pickaxe. A bucket is really, really valuable. I hate to say that we're not grabbing one, but we'll probably find one in the chest next place we go to a village, and so I feel pretty fine about that. Now we're gonna do some important stuff. We've got a little bit of time until the day breaks, so we'll basically just chop down enough trees, or we'll just chop down a big tree, honestly, to make ourselves a jungle-feeling village. I know you don't need to do this, but it's what Mojang wants you to do, and so it's part of the process, right? You don't just put villagers here. You have a village, you know, instead of stuff for them, and so let's chop down the most annoying trees. I forgot how high jungle trees go. You gotta like chop it and then unchop it and then chop it some more. And then once you've done that, you need to... It's a lot of steps, but it's fine. I think definitely chop down on jungle trees. Like climb to the top, break through the top. It'll save us a lot of pain. Also, just remember every recipe, says Kyle. Yeah, I do know every recipe. I think there's a few complicated ones like the dropper where you have to give me like 3 or 4 attempts. But I'm saying from like a new player perspective, it's like hellish. Or even not even a new player, but like someone who doesn't play Java all the time can be real rough. Okay, so let's climb up there now. Oh, we've got to chop another one down. That's fine. Love that. There we go. Plenty of jungle wood. So we'll build, again, just the most basic jungle villager houses we can right here. Just something so that the villagers don't die at night. I think that's like a good, easy target to go for. We'll make some torches for it just to keep things fresh. And we'll remove the wooden pickaxe because we definitely don't need that anymore. So, yeah, here's my village so far, chat. Do you like it? I think it's nice. The dropper recipe has a hopper, right? I read that and I was like, oh, I'm so dumb. I thought it was like this. And then I realized it was a joke. But there was a second there, Rosie, where I was like, yeah, of course it does. How silly of me not to realize. So now we'll move this just over kind of like here. Yeah, like there. And then we'll build a bunch of jungle planks. Oh, I didn't want to use all of them. I wanted 1 stack, but that's fine. We'll use a bunch of these to go around the corners now. And we want to make a weirdly shaped house. No, we'll just do the most basic one we can. Just like, there we go. Nice, simple Minecraft house. We'll make it a fun shape because everyone knows that's the pro builder strat. You're going to make very weird shapes for things. Otherwise, you're not a good builder. And, yeah, we'll build this over there. And then that there. And then we'll have a doorway go in the center here. So, there we go. Just like this. What people love is when you use... Okay, so this is my building strategy. What people love is when you use just a bunch of weirdly placed blocks and stairs. You got to use stairs everywhere to show that you do understand that partial blocks look better than regular blocks. We'll put one over there, one over there, one up there, one over here. Just like really got to go for it on this stuff. And there we go. Wonderful. And so we finished the house. We could probably mix in some extra blocks, put some slabs here or there. Let's make some slabs actually. Yeah. Let's just layer in some slabs. 18 of them. And then what we can do is we can start to just have some random little gaps here and there. So place that, and then this next. And then we do the opposite over here. We place... Actually, no, we'll do the same. We'll have a nice little view out over the rest of the biome. And then there we go. Wonderful. We need to build layers up on top of this now. So there, followed by, like, there. Then we come back down to here. And then we'll have, like, a big run of these going along the top. And then up to there we go. Yep, this is looking wonderful to me, internet. Okay, so... We have a big one of these going round that. Yep, this is wonderful. This is the best I think I've ever seen in a... this is high quality Minecraft builds we're doing right now. But that is a village house that we now have. And we'll make the doors out of another type of wood, but we'll come back for that in a second. So we're going to cure 2 zombie villagers tonight in this biome. But before we can do that, we obviously have to worry about... Oh, look at the beautiful... Beautiful starter house. It doesn't look starter to me. You spent hours building it. I'm sorry. That's my that is my secret. I actually did spend 20 hours prototyping that house so I could show it off to you today as if that was my first build. I'm sorry. You caught me. I did a little bit of a naughty thing. But also, wow, we got calcite over here, and there is the second village we want. So, yeah, the plan is to... Oh, we could grab a horse and a saddle if we wanted. The plan is definitely to go there tomorrow and see what we can raid from them. But for today, I think we hang out in the jungle biome, ideally with my torches, and we're going to make sure that we get a couple of cured zombie villagers. We'll put them in a boat together, or maybe in a boat separately. I'm not too sure what I want to do with that. But they're going to live in this house now. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to have more houses with more beds, but this one does the job for now. And, yay, lunchtime with Toycat. Okay, so I'm going to place a single torch on this house, just so the house stays safe, and everything else around it doesn't need to. So we'll have a torch over there as well. Isn't this beautiful, chat? Isn't this crazy how good my house looks? I just didn't realize that I had, like, why do people go to architecture school when they could be watching a single Toycat video and learning just as much as they ever would there. So, using the... I'll just use my wooden sword, I guess. We're looking for zombie villagers exclusively. They have a 5% spawn chance, which is kind of brutally low. But it's easier than the alternative of bringing villagers in and breeding them. Usually, that is. We'll see how our night goes, obviously. Oh, that was a weird... Is the creeper noise different? Also, can we call the house the Splodge, please? Petition to call the house the Splodge. Okay, chat, do you like the idea of calling the house the Splodge? Only chat gets to decide. As the one big amorphous entity you are, you get to decide what we call it. So, I see some creepers. That's nice, but I'm looking for zombies. Zombie villagers that spawn in this biome, and we're going to kill the zombie villagers so they become regular zombie villagers. And we're going to see how that kind of works out for us. So that is a creeper. Why is the noise so different? Oh, it's odd. It's so weird. Oh, I don't know. It sounds like something much more dramatic. I remember in one of my worlds, I trained a parrot and regretted it. Nothing but monster noise jump scares. Yeah, I think it's funny the way parrots mock mobs. It's one of their best characteristics for sure. Also, there's sheep here. I do want a sheep. Okay, so we're gonna bring the sheep with us. Because then we can make beds, right? So we just get 2 sheep, put them in a hole somewhere, or like build walls around them. Whichever one works better. So now we got 2 sheep. I'm going to just kill the mobs around them. I forget you have to be very tactical about... Oh, it's so weird the way mob attacks work. But yeah, we want to get the 2 sheep again. I don't know where the second one went, but he was around here a second ago. And yeah, that way if we want to make a bunch of beds after we run out of stealing bed opportunities, having a couple of these guys will go a long way. So you also, please over here. You're just over here, please. And so I think down here is where we're going to try and leave them, right? Just nice and over here. Make a lovely little encampment for them. Make it so they can obviously get in and out whenever they want, but just have to ask nice permission from me first. So now there's a sheep already in, which got to lead the second guy in here too. In you come. And then we jump over the top of the sheep. And that should be a trapped sheep, I think. We'll place a torch on it. Oh, it's raining. That's the worst. But yeah, we're looking for a jungle villager, a jungle zombie villager, and we're going to cure him. It's going to be all wonderful. Okay. Oh, Jesus. So much knockback on that attack. So, yeah, I would say from here, what I am expecting to see is like a lot of just nothingness until all of a sudden, out of nowhere, our favorite type of villager. My jungle base has one of each color of parrot because mobs can't reach the area. The pitch of the explosion sound effect is lower on Java, so it's more realistic. You know, which way is more realistic a good thing? Is a question I would like to posit right now. I don't know if I have an answer or even a feeling, but it's a big curiosity to me. So yeah, there's lots of sheep spawning here, even though it's nighttime. Is that a Java Bedrock difference, or have these guys just been around since the day, do you think, Internet? POV, you live in Britain, says Harry Sutton. Yeah, this is, after having been broken by the rain emotionally, mentally, and physically, I can now confirm it rains all the time, and it's not always a good thing. I've spent my whole life laughing it off, like, yeah, it rains here, but, like, it's not so bad. It only rains like 120 days a year in the UK, which isn't that many when you think about it. That's 200 days.
I've been watching your videos religiously lately, but this is the first time I've been able to catch a stream. Happy to pay the Toycat tax.
Welcome, Mia! Thank you so much. I'm glad you've been watching the videos religiously. Remember to leave a like, a subscribe, and a prayer at the end of each video. But also, yeah, I don't know if we're finding a zombie villager chat. I got the whole splash potion ready for this, but I don't think it's going to pay off. Toycat tax. Being in the debug menu seems coordinates were an unintended feature on Java originally. Fun they were used so much as they were intended in Bedrock/console. I think putting them on maps is the perfect balance. I think Bedrock makes it too easy. I think Java makes it too messy and like unintentional feeling. You just have to find that middle ground, honestly. But yeah, that's just my opinion. So yeah, to answer, but yeah, Gerald K, I welcome to see you. Thank you for the Toycat tax, and thank you, Mia, by the way. I'm glad you can catch a stream, especially an interesting one like this. I love the weird challenges from scratch like this. I love how they make you think differently about your Minecraft world. I don't like when you get to the RNG point of the game where you're like, yep, if I don't find a zombie villager, I guess I don't get the right type. But I do have a backup plan, and that backup plan is to steal villagers from the nearby village. So, that is, which, you know, as opposed to somewhere else you might find them. Oh, skeletons on Java OP too. I forgot about that. Oh, that guy could have killed me. He wouldn't have even regretted it, I bet. We could chop down some of these to get some sticks and maybe grow some of those later. But yeah, finding a zombie villager is harder work than it has been in past. I guess because we need one. We can't just want one a little bit. But I was hoping we could get some real discounted trades, and that could offset the fact that it costs so many emeralds to do basically anything. But I guess we'll just stay up at night, every night, looking for these. And then we'll bring a villager over. Yeah, coords only should be a button press. Yeah, it'd be nice if you could press, like, F2, F1. I think F1 is save screenshot, right? Oh, no, F1's that. Oh, scary. It'd be nice if there was a... Oh, why? Skeleton takes so many hits. It'd be nice if there was a button for just coordinates, like pop them on screen. Even if you had to, like, hold it down to see them, that would be good. I think that would be a good way to balance it. Just make it so there's a button you have to hold. A button you have to hold to see coordinates. Boom. I've just solved Minecraft's dilemma with them. You're welcome, Mojang. I only want a 10% royalty on that idea. I don't know how you would possibly work it out, but just shoot me the money first. Ask questions later. Actually, wait, that's my policy for live stream support. Wow, you're liking the live stream? Don't, you know, wanna support it? If you give me money, believe me, and you ask if you ask questions first, it doesn't work as well as if you work those questions out later. So yeah, I thought we would find something here tonight. Kind of disappointing not to. I was really hoping we'd find a jungle villager. It's a 5% chance, so it's not like horrendously low. But we gambled and we lost the gamble, which is fun. And so now what we've got to do is a little bit more interesting. They could just put a setting in and put the bedrock overlay there. Yeah, it's a bit weird that if you want to do that, you've got to download a mod. If you want to have even controller support, it's still not natively supported. It's a lot of things that like I would do if I was in charge of Minecraft to make Java a better game. Yeah, that's a fun video topic, right? But yeah, for now, all I can say is looking around. Not really... Okay, so we're going to go to the village now. It's basically locked in. I'm not going to find a zombie villager in the next few minutes. So what do you see around here? By the way, on Bedrock, I have the Pride Cape because I'm really proud of myself, obviously. But on Java, I am an Iron Golem. So the equivalent of being, you know, if you work out the equivalent, I think that concludes, therefore, that Iron Golems are basically one of the many colors of the rainbow. Isn't local difficulty also a thing on Java? So staying in the same area should increase the odds. Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, my local difficulty. Oh god, there's so my local difficulty is 1.51 here. We'll see how that. If you look, it's to the. There's just too much happening here. Okay, it's 1.51. I don't know where it goes down or up. But if we go over here to a different biome, it should change. Nope, it's still 1.51. Oh, there's so much on my screen. I don't know how anyone ever plays that way. So let's go to this village and let's kidnap some villagers. Because here's the thing. If you go to a savannah village, all the villagers there will be savannah villagers. Surprise. I know, it's crazy. Shocking. But if you take 2 savannah villagers out of savannah village and they give birth to someone in another biome, the baby grows up of that particular type. So 2 savannah villagers can give birth to a jungle villager if you kidnap them. Oh, I mean, in real life, you've got to, like, let them willingly immigrate or something like that. But in, okay, so let's get the villager in. And, oh, there's no putting leads on boats on this version. How does anyone get anything done? How does anyone get anything? How do you move villages around? Do you have to minecart it? So do I just wait? Is that my only option? I guess I could farm emeralds in the meantime. Like, oh, yeah, I'm screwed, chat. You can't put leads on boats. How do I get the villager up the hill? Do I use an emerald and lure him in like he's a sheep? Hey, villager, villager. Oh, I got some emeralds. I got some emeralds. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Got some emeralds. Got some emeralds. Oh, they're over here. Just come over this. Okay. Yeah, this is crazy. How does anyone do anything? How do you ever... You just have to... Yeah, I have to carve a whole giant thing through the mountain here? Oh. Use a water bucket. Oh, yeah, that's life ruining, but it's fine. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. In the meantime, let's see what this village has to offer me. We will take this, not because I want it, but it's fun. Valuable to have, in my opinion. And we're going to try and make some Fletcher villagers and sell some wood to them, I guess. That feels like a fine way to make a bit of money. Because we need a lot of emeralds. Let's make that very, very clear. And if we need a lot of emeralds, we might as well do it in a logical way. So we'll kill the Iron Golem, make a bucket, and make a sword. And then, or maybe just a bucket, depending on what we get from it. And then we'll go harvest all of these with some stone. So let's go. By the way, CB prediction. Once Bedrock parity is good enough, Java version will no longer be updated. This is what they did with console. They're like, we will never stop updating. Ah, we're just kidding. We stopped updating it. Like, that's the crazy thing about companies, is they're kind of allowed to be... As long as their employees don't hate it, companies are allowed to just lie, right? As long as... If an employee wouldn't threaten their job over it, which, you know, like, you probably shouldn't. I'm going to level with you. They're allowed to, like, deliberately be like, oh, yeah, we're the good guys. We're going to do this wonderful thing. And, you know, like, this thing that everyone wants. Except, just kidding, of course. Okay, so we're 3 blocks over here. Don't go close to me that way. Oof. Okay, so we're gonna kill him. If he goes over... Oh, no. Okay, I don't like that. I don't... Iron Golems might work differently on Java, but on Bedrock, if they do that to you, you're gonna die. So we'll get a little bit away from him now. I'll just dig myself a hole, actually. That always works much better anyway. Dig down, dig down, dig down. It might be 2 blocks down in a hole. But we'll just kill him from in here. Oh, there goes that. Just kill him a lot slower with an axe. Oh, look at that damage we're doing, internet, though. Does he like a pickaxe for a little bit of damage? Is that a real thing, or is that just a troll from my comment section? I don't actually know. I know it's a Java. If it is a thing, it's a Java thing, but I don't know if it is a Java thing or not. So we got ourselves 3 iron, just enough for a bucket. No iron sword for me, which is fine. Didn't want an iron sword anyway. We are going to make a crafting table instead of this piece of dirt. And then we're going to use the crafting table to make a stone sword, because we're too cheap. And to make a bucket. Where's the bucket? It's just, there's a lot of there's a lot of looking around that has to be done here. And then we'll also make a stone hoe. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we'll just get all the hay bales we can. This inventory does need to be sorted, internet. Don't worry, I know. I'm aware. I have an inventory problem, but we'll sort the inventory problem out later. Flat area, Toycat. Flat area. Yeah, but like, the area isn't flat, right? If the area isn't flat, how do we do it? We could flatten the area, but that takes a lot of doing. It's not impossible, but I also don't think it's a good idea. We're not going to do it right now. Yeah, I think the best alternative is like a minecart track, but even then it's going to take a lot of iron. I think that's probably just about as difficult. Maybe even more so, honestly. So take the bread. Thank God for all of that. Put the white carpet away. Put the rotten flesh away. Put the 1 iron nugget away. Take out this. Oh, we're going to need these compasses later, by the way. That's really handy to have. And yeah, every time we see a bed, we're going to take it. But I just don't think there are many beds in this village type. So we're also going to throw away this map that I have in my offhand. And then we're going to do weird... Oh, there's a mountain over there. We're going to do some weird Java stuff. I'm going to put a torch there. Oh, yeah, look at this, internet. Look at me. I can use an axe or a torch. I have all the power in the world. No one can stop me from using it. If you right-click the villager, it'll walk slightly towards you, so you can use that to go up hills. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's I'll see if that works. It doesn't sound like it would, but you know, I bet neither did equal the. Wait. I was gonna pick something that was like actually real, but sounds silly to think it wouldn't work. Give me a second. Neither does allowing non-landowners to vote. It just doesn't seem like it would work. Why? What are you gonna vote for if you don't own land? You're gonna vote for silly things like, I don't know, the you know, like rules and systems and stuff. Honestly, one of the weirdest things in my mind. Okay, tell me if you think I'm crazy on this one. Is you know, when back in the days when only landowners could vote. You know, there were no income taxes. You just paid like a tax when you imported things to the country. So basically, like, everyday people didn't need to pay taxes because you weren't part of the system. Now you get like a say in how the money is spent, but also because income tax is like 40% of overall things, you pay money out of every piece of money you owe just to like go to this big collective pool. It's like we've all invested in the lottery. We're like, but maybe one day it helps me out. Maybe one day I get really you know, like an anti-lottery. Maybe one day I get real injured and I can take out that big bonus from the lottery. Like, it's a funny concept to me. But you know what else is a funny concept to me? The fact that I'm gonna have to carve through this entire mountain a 2-block wide pathway, as well as a bridge to get over this. And that's the only way to get villagers from here to my place, which I think it's just going to be worth doing in the long run. I don't want to think it's worth doing. I just think it is going to be. Villager moving. You can lure villagers with beds, their profession blocks, or use a piston to move a boat up block. You can move... Wait, you can lure villagers with beds? Is that true? I mean, you know, I've been in a very tired situation where it would work on me, but I've never... let's give it a shot. You know what? Dasher says it. Let's see if she's right. Also, now I've noticed, and do you know what else is blank? I can't stop hearing it. Everyone has a lot of crutch words in their speech. Okay, beds. Beds. I have a bed. Come to the bed. Bed. Beds work at night. Job blocks work during the day. Okay. Employment. Do you want a job? You want a job? You want a job, buddy? You want a job? He doesn't want a job either. Wow. If you don't want sleep or a job, I literally have no idea what he could possibly want from me. So we'll go again, maybe. Okay. Bed. Job. Maybe if we remove his... Okay, there we go. Is he following me now? He is, right? Is he? No, he's looking at me. I guess we could get him really high up, and then we could make a really long pathway in the sky. Even that, I don't love it. Yeah, we just get him as high up as we humanly can, and then make a big path. My worst filler word is like. It's so bad. Yeah, like the thing, like you don't understand, like. So the interesting thing about filler words is they're actually kind of rude on a certain level. Like the like the thing like you don't understand. I say like a lot, by the way. Place it down. Oh, you gotta place it. He comes to the... So if I place it up the mountain, he'll go up the mountain towards it. Also, he's really high up there already. That might be good enough for me right now. Yeah, let's just... oh, he's gone even higher. Okay, if he goes up that mountain like I want, we'll be in the perfect spot. I apparently say oh snap a lot. Oh snap. That's a crazy crutch word to have. Okay, okay, please don't go down the mountain yet. Please don't. Please don't. Whatever you do, friend. Whatever you do, please just wait for me to make a boat. Please tell me. No, 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 no. Why is it always this way? Why is it always this way? Also, I can't place the boat down, apparently. Can you not place boats down on land, or? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got the boat down, but... What was that? Why does that work that way? I don't... Okay, up the mountain, friend. He'll be coming up the mountain when he comes. He'll be coming up... No, 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 no. Okay. In the boat. Please. Please get in the boat. Please. What is wrong with you? Why are you not getting in the boat? I don't understand what you need from me. Okay, in the boat, in the boat. So, yeah, I did it. So he's going to be mad with me, obviously, for a little bit. But now we just have to make a really long, flat path over all of this. And this guy will be just fine. So we'll do that tomorrow. For now, we'll leave him up there. I guess I need 2 villagers if I'm going to go for all this effort. So I'll lure in another villager later, all the way up here at some point. But yeah, we're going to go all the way back to the jungle, and we're going to try and find a guy. Moving them with job sites is the same on Bedrock, isn't it? Yeah, it's like, it's not very effective, but I guess it's more effective than doing literally nothing. But like, even then, like, by how much is it more effective than doing nothing? So we're going to come back into the jungle at nighttime. Oh, there's emeralds up here. Oh, okay. Chat, I've got my emerald source sorted. I'm just gonna come to the mountains. I'm just gonna mine emeralds. It's problem solved right here. I don't need to farm crops and give them to farmer villagers. I've got all the emeralds I need. This is actually probably slightly faster than early game like emerald techniques, right? This is actually a good thing. That worked out in my favor, I think. But yeah, so have you seen the new 7 villager maps, says Rapanda Productions? I have a video going out several minutes from now. Well, actually, let's see if it's uploading at this second. There is a video going out in... Okay, it's not uploading yet. So it's going out in like 20 plus minutes. Man, every time... This is one of my like... I'm like a big... I'm a speed... I'm a big believer in speed. Like, you gotta be there. If you're not first, you're basically worst. I gotta get better at making these, getting the snapshot video, like, ready to, like, go earlier in the day. It's one of my things I'm gonna be working on. But, yeah, it'll be out about 10:30 or so, presumably. If you punch a shopkeeper, does he immediately increase all the prices? Imagine that. You go into a corner store, you punch the guy, and he's like, yeah, now Mars bars cost 90p for you, dickhead. You know, something like that. It'd be funny. Funny as an idea. You know, actually, I'm going to run a corner store where I run by these exact same concepts. Punch the shopkeeper, get higher prices. Oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to actually die, right? Oh, no, no. Ooh. Skeletons are OP. Why do we allow them? Who says yes to skeletons? I want to know who you are, what your name is, and your place of employment. So I can send them bad messages about their employment decisions. Anyway, so Yeah, that's what you do on the internet now. You don't like someone, it's their job's problem. So we're going to find a jungle villager somewhere in here. Or is it a jungle zombie villager? Because here's the interesting thing. Jungle villagers don't spawn naturally, but jungle zombie villagers do. It's a weird quirk of Minecraft. No, Bedrock at least. It's one of those things you don't think you have to test. But then it happens and you're like, well, what if just there aren't zombie villagers here? I guess they would generate as plains zombie villagers. They wouldn't just not generate. That's usually how Minecraft goes. Ooh, sounds like lightning. Eating a piece of bread. Watch this, chat. Look at my fast regen. Oh, I'm healing at real speeds. Oh, it's amazing. So we'll go up here and we'll see if we can find any sign of one of these guys. If we don't find it in a second night, I am just insanely unlucky. And then I'm wasting a lot of my own time. But it's worth doing. I just realized my chat was 2 minutes ago. Whoops. Happens to the best of us, Harrison. Happens to the best of us. What time is it where you live, Toycat? It's 3:15 p.m. Where you live or just in your mind in the world? You live in the -7 from the UK time zone, so just east of the west coast. Mountain time, I believe, is what they call it. I know my time zones pretty well. It's 10:15 p.m. Oh, I said 10:30, but I forgot that I live in a relative piece of time, and not everyone else does. One of my favorite things is watching time travel movies, and my second favorite thing is watching a time travel movie and then like spending all day thinking about how that affects things, like theory crafting or whatever. Real fun thing. And so I watched Tenet recently, by the way. Very good movie. Would 100% recommend. But it's one of those movies where you just, like, they deliberately make you confuse the whole movie so that at the end they can be like, look how smart we are. Aren't we so smart? Who's a smart boy? We're a smart boy. Travelers series on Netflix is good. I've watched Travelers too, actually. Travelers is real good. Yeah, that's a real good example of the genre. In that it's like, it's not even like that well made. Not to say some sacrilegious things here. But in my mind, Travelers is not that great. But it's great because of the implications of everything they do. I think it's like, it takes like a lot of like smarts to write a good time travel show. Because you can't write a linear narrative, right? You have to bounce around a lot. And you have to write things in that you know are going to change later. It's a clever system in my mind. So, yeah, finding a zombie villager. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got a regular one. Ugh. We'll take him, I guess, but he's not what I was going for. Yeah, we'll take this guy, put him in a boat. We're going to cure him. Chat, is it worth having a plains villager here just to save me some pain? Do we have to wait for him to grow up into an adult, actually? I don't know what the rules are. Does he ever grow up into an adult? Chat, how does it work? I've never bothered trying to cure one. Also, can he get in boats? Okay, he can. I'm not sure. Does it? You wouldn't get a baby villager, would you? Do you get a baby villager? They say Europe is in the future. They do say that. And it's probably... I'm actually... No, who says that, actually? That's not a thing anyone says. I mean, it's in the future in the sense that it's to the east. Like, midnight happens here first. We live... There are times where Europe is a year ahead of North and South America. Cure into baby villager, grow up into villager. Okay, so it's not a bad idea. It's just not a really good idea. It's a neutral-ish idea. It's somewhere on the border of good and bad. And so now we're going to breed these two guys with some wheat. I just kind of know I'm going to need more of those. I still want a second zombie villager. The parrots and the bats. So I only have one splash potion of weakness, so I literally shouldn't cure one zombie villager, by the way. So I guess having him's better than not having him. And he will eventually do some weird breeding stuff, so it's fine. But yeah, we desperately need a zombie villager to go with him. One zombie villager, 0 value. Because I didn't even think about that till just now, that we needed to. I just assumed that they'd spawn in big collectives like they do on Bedrock. Should we turn the difficulty to hard? Will that make more things spawn? Yeah, let's go for it. See what it does for us. Protect the baby from the sun. Yeah, when the sun comes out, I think it's definitely worth doing. Right now, we're hopefully fine. I think I'm going to spend my time productively. Hopefully. Yeah, that's always the hope, isn't it? It's never the reality, but it's always the hope. Where do we find a jungle villager? Over there? I'm worried the guy will despawn, but if he... I think while he's in a boat, he's not going to, right, chat? Am I wrong about that? Like, one zombie villager isn't worth anything anyway, so... It's not the worst thing if he does. I guess this jungle biome is really non-conducive to good exploration. Won't despawn in a boat. Perfect. Okay, that's what I love to hear. That's what I needed to hear, really. We could find a regular zombie villager, I guess, and do it that way. It's not... Okay, he's in a boat and he's not despawned. That means what I've heard is correct. We're really running out of time to find a second one. Please, game, just give me a zombie villager. I've had dudes despawn in boats on flat. Yeah, on Bedrock they despawn. They don't care if they're in a boat. I don't think they're meant to. And I've heard people tell me that they're not meant to. And then they just do anyway. So it might be one of those parity differences that we all love to talk and hear about. Okay, so I think going back to this first village might actually have better results. Because you just have to bridge over. Yeah, we could bridge the entire way from this place at the very top. So that's a zombie villager right there, right? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. No, what? Why? Why? He's the only one who vanished. Everyone around him was fine. Why? What? Mojang! I thought despawning was a... I thought it was a... Come on. Mojang! Why? Ah. Also, baby zombie villagers don't take burning damage, right? I don't know why babies don't. Do they not want to see babies burn? Is that what that is? Cover the baby zombie. The sun will burn him. I'm like 17% sure. Oh, I'm 17% sure I'm wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. Okay. Might be too late anyway. Yeah, we're probably fine with that. There we go. Okay, so he can stay in the boat until we get something else to go with him. Toycat despawns every time I get outside my Wi-Fi range. That's true. I only exist when you know that I exist. Otherwise, I'm just pretending to steal your coins. Your internet coins. Anyway, so mobs of helmets don't burn. I thought baby zombies didn't burn either. I wonder where I've got that fact wrong. Is it the baby... Is it... Am I wrong? I wonder where I got that from. There's some pieces of Minecraft trivia that are like so deeply embedded in my brain. Maybe it was true at some point. Maybe I have a fact saved incorrectly in there. There used to be like that, says Salasem. It used to be. See, it's... The problem with Minecraft existing for so long is they'll change things, then they'll change things back, then they'll change things unback, then they'll re-unchange things back, but in a different way than it was before. And if you use your instinctual memory, you'll make some mistakes on that, which is interesting. So we have to chop down a lot of jungle wood, or a lot of just a type of wood, or a lot of any block, really. So I'm going to use jungle wood because for every block we chop down, we get 4 planks. For every 4 planks, we get 8 slabs. And so chopping down one tree will give us enough wood to make the whole path to get another villager out here. Such is my plan. Joke's on them, I have no memory. Children are fireproof because all the smart 9-year-olds are subscribed to ibxtoycat. Hey, Dasher, you get it. You get it. That's exactly the reason why. So have I gone through all my bread? I think I have. Oof. And now we're gonna chop a tree. 1, 2, 3. Chop a tree. 4, 5, 6. It will drop sticks. 7, 8, 9. Everything will be fine. 8, 9, 10. I'm saying some of these letters again. Some of these numbers again. But yeah, I think we're gonna just go up through here. Break this. And then the block down here. I've learned my lesson. You can't climb up over the block you're on. You can do this, though. Let's chop down this entire jungle tree. And that'll give me enough slabs to bridge all the way to the village I want to go to. I thought they were fireproof because they're allergic to fire in real life. It's a good theory. So yeah, as it turns out, if you want to make a village in a jungle, just find a village that's on the edge of a jungle already. It'll save you a lot of pain. The closer a village is to a jungle, the better you'll do. If you're playing Java and you want to make a village in the jungle, just give up. Just you know, load up, like, you know, take Minecraft, leave the app, go into Internet Explorer, type in, you know, fun free games, and then play Miniclip or something. Like, you know, like play whatever malware riddled site you find now instead. Find like Dine and Dash or something. It's my recommendation if you wanna get jungle villages or swamp villages on Java. You'd figure from scratch would work, but mob spawn rates are way lower, which is weird. Mobs are spawning like way less frequently. Like Java is ridiculously easy just for that fact alone. Like you never find mobs really. Also, that was a weird one, but it's fine. Open it to land to then summon one, says Alex SC. That comment right there is the real thing I think a lot of Java players do when something's a bit too hard. And I think it's an easy mistake to make. But it's just like the chunk-based thing where it's like I think you rob yourself of fun. You don't help yourself in any way. So let's go. Oh, I love the water bucket on this version. It actually works. It's great. Look, I can scoop it out while I'm inside of it, chat. Oh, it's incredible. Oh, it's great. I love it. How much would you have if you converted your money to US dollars? So someone just tipped me £5, and so that is about $6 US. I would have about $6 US if you're asking from the last 22 minutes. And I'm sure that's what you mean, villager. It's so hot in the UK right now, says RW Box. It is. It's too hot in the UK right now. So, okay, we're going to check our Y coordinate for this, actually. So we're at about... We can only go above, not below. So we're at Y90... Y88. So we'll go for Y90 or so. And we're going to have to make a big tunnel through here or around here or something. Not sure which. And so we go to Y88 on that direction. And we're going to build a big bridge across here, on which we're going to try and bring some villages. We have to bring them one by one, which is a pain, but like it's one of the least painful things about this whole thing. So we'll go down to Y90 over here. That's Y90. And we're going to just use the planks, although we're going to make ourselves a crafting table first to make sure they're slabs. We're going to make so many slabs, by the way. Jesus, like... Okay, that many slabs, and then that many slabs. Oh, yeah. So, do we want to be top half or bottom half? Bottom half means no mob spawning, but I don't know how boat physics work on bottom half slabs. And we want to make nice straight lines. Or maybe we want to make nice diagonal lines. I'm not sure. I'm not the boss myself. It shouldn't hit over 30 in September, says Xavier. Exactly. It's, you know, everyone's moved on. It's autumn now. There's the pumpkin spice drinks out. That's how you know that it's the season of the year where we eat spices that have curry connotations to them. But yeah, I think this is probably the best way to do it. Just it's slightly easier than flattening. And now we keep going this way till we hit the village. We might have to make a staircase up and try and lure villagers onto it. But this is the best I've got so far. I'm from the Flash Game Gang. Anyone here? Hey, you've been playing the Dine and Dash. Love it, man. Remember the Impossible quiz? Yeah, that's my old game. If you row your boat on top of a piston, oh god, you know I don't want to do it. Anything that starts with make a piston, the boat will be raised up a block. I'm gonna try and use water. You can't ride water up a full, and you can't pull the water very easily either. But we'll work out a solution. So now we just have to get villagers up and onto that. We'll put some boats up there. So we'll make this like a nice big area. So there we go. We got a guy. I don't care what the guy's like because he's just there to breed more of his type. You know, his type feels a bit offensive, doesn't it? We'll make a nice, easy staircase up here. Just like so easy you could walk up it with your kids. But like your mountain goat kids, not your regular kids. No one wants their regular kids anywhere nearby them. So, now we shear this off, basically. Oh, it's so slow with a stone hoe. I'm used to having like a Neverite efficiency one, clearly. We're just going to place a bunch more of these blocks. And now villagers can get up there, right? Oh, they can't yet. So there we go. Simple as this, chat. I did it. Okay, so now, how do we get villagers to go up there? We have to lure them in somehow, and then once we get there, we have to trick them into a boat. And we want to make 2 boats too, so I guess we'll make oak boats. Seems as good as any. So boat 1, boat 2. 2 boats. We're gonna use the boats. We don't need golden apples right now. We could probably... Can you row a boat up this? We can't, I bet. But let's just place one of them down right over here. And then a second one down right over there. And so let's see what we have to do to lure them in. At nighttime, a bed works. In the daytime, it's a bit more tricky, it sounds like. So we're just going to get rid of this sapling and this 1 cobblestone and this rotten flesh and these oak saplings. We just don't need those things right now. What we do need, on the other hand, are villagers who are willing... They're all in the center of the village. Maybe I could move the center of the village by moving the bell. Yeah, I think you can lure all the villagers into one place by ringing the bell, right? On Java, it's one of those weird quirks. Could be wrong. Hope I'm not wrong. But we'll put the bell right over here. And then this becomes the center of the village, right? Is that how that works? Just put the bell down. Why can't I put the bell down anywhere? Make a couple blocks. Bell goes over here. Okay, so when you do that, I think you can maybe... It does something weird to the villagers. I don't even know what. But now we take their job sites and we place them all up the hill. So they have to go up the hill to do their jobs. Oh, another emerald, by the way. Slowly just collecting those without ever having to do any trading with villagers. Put water at the top of the steps, I think. Yeah, actually, yeah, if we put water at the top of the steps, can we ride a boat? Okay, I need to know this. For my own curiosity, let's make another boat. Then let's combine these 2 into sticks, just so we have one less thing to care about. Let's see if we can... If we put water up there... Where did the water go? Okay, chat. Do you think you can ride... You cannot drive a boat upstairs. Okay, let's find out. Row my boat gently up the stairs. Okay, no. It feels logical that you should be able to go up that, but water does not agree with me. Wait, maybe we could ride it up these side pieces? No, there's just no way, right? There's just no way. So yeah, we need to get them over here and up there specifically. It's very doable. It's very doable. We will do it, in fact. We're just going to remove all the blocks that get in the way. And then we're going to take all their job sites and put them over there. So, here is a job site. Let's go put it up the stairs. And so if we just we put all their job sites up the stairs, and all the things in the village they care about up here, they'll have to climb up the stairs and through the boat to get there. It's my genius idea. We'll put the beds up there too, even. You know, you want to go to bed? Only place to go to bed is up the stairs, I'm afraid, mate. There we go. You want to come to bed? It's great. There's space next to it. It's real nice here. Aha! Aha! It's gonna work. Oh, no. Oh. I don't know how that didn't work. Do we need more boats? Yeah, more boats is always the solution. So we're going to need another bed up here just to lure in another villager. That's fine. I can do that. So we'll put the bed here on the leaves. Can you put beds on leaves? You can't. Oh, you can. Nice. So, yeah, we're going to do that. And then, oh, in you go, friend. For some reason, skeletons don't care about villagers. Oh, he cares about me, though. Okay, I know I'm dead, but it's fine. So I'm actually going to quickly craft some... No, I'm not. I'm going to make myself a nice crafting table. I'm going to make myself some bread just to stay alive for a little bit. So, bread's nice and easy to make, thankfully. Also, here is my penance being an hour late to the stream. Please forgive me. Thanks. He avoided all of your traps. How did he? How did he? I do wonder. Okay, so the bad news is the video. How long? I don't know if Harrison's here still. You know, I was lying when I said 10:30. Clearly. Yeah, Okay, so we're gonna grab this. No, we're gonna grab your bed. We're gonna make sure you get outfit, because we want them to go up the stairs. Oh god, we got a zombie in a boat. That's not what I wanted at all. Okay. So this guy has left his bed, sorry, which is weird. And he has gone elsewhere, which is fine with me. We're gonna place a second boat here, and we just want to get one more villager. We don't need them to do tasks. Oh, please don't break the boats, friends. How do they do so much damage? They just wreck you here. So you, friend, up the staircase. It's where you want to go. You don't want to stand here. I assure you of that much. Okay, go. Up the stairs. Up the stairs. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, is he going to do it? He's going to do it. Oh, chat. Not in the same boat. Not the same boat. Not the same boat. Ah, I should have rowed the first guy away. This causes me all sorts of problems. We have to break them both out of the boat and hope they just get another one. No! No! It's all gone terribly. Ah, okay. Then we're going to break this guy's bed. I'm just going to say, yep, walk this way, please. We're going to have to punch him a little bit, but it's fine. In the boat. Okay. So this guy is now up here. Wonderfully, if you ask me. Now we're going to break this. It's interesting that it only takes one thing. We're going to leave him over there. Yeah, this is great. Okay, we got him in there. Now we got a second villager ready to go. Which means as long as these guys don't die overnight, which is a possibility, but we'll make that less likely. We'll place torches all around here now, making sure these guys do not die while I am away. And then we'll go back home, and we're going to try and get a zombie villager so we don't have to deal with this. This is my backup plan, but it's realistically my main plan at this point. Then we need to get around you. You're kind of in the way here, friend, but that's fine. You can do that. Okay, so we got it solved, chat. We got it solved. But we got one more problem we need to solve, which is the very, very important one of how do we get a zombie villager? Because zombie villagers will spawn as the right biome type. Okay, hello, friend. Oh, what? 4 hearts down to nothing. I'm on hard. Also, where'd my home bed go? No! How does this happen every stream? Every stream. Every stream, I forget my bed, I break it, something goes wrong, and then I end up spawning thousands of blocks from what I want to be doing. But it's fine. The lesson, I think you've always got to take this, is your instinct is like, I give up. Your instinct is, I want to just cheat my way back there. But the truth is even though you want to do that so bad, you've just got to not. You've just got to... Overcoming it is what makes you a stronger person. And not dying in the first place also makes you a stronger person. It's no point playing on hard while we don't need the zombie villagers. But yeah, I upped the difficulty without making more armor, and I paid the price. I think, which is, by the way, 4 hearts, Jesus. So, and also they fire that fast. So we're going to plus 500, negative 1900. We could take a furnace, but we don't really need one. So let's make a crafting table. And then let's make a boat. Where are you, boat? There you are. There you are. Right click for more. What a messy way to craft a boat. And then we'll take this. And we'll go for a thing. Oh, so, what's a ToyCat stream without a, What's a ToyCat stream without a Minecraft death? You know, I was thinking of starting another, like an ultra hardcore run for a seed I saw recently. Hey, it wasn't lava at least, says Diluted Dante. You've got to take the victories where you can get them sometimes. Skeletons were professional archers before their flesh melted up and they became those things. It is an interesting thing to think, why do skeletons use arrows? And I like that as a set of thinking. Like, yeah, zombies are just dudes, they hit you with their faces. But skeletons have feeling behind their meanness. They should add a notification that your bed has been broken before you find out the hard way, says Alex C. It would be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice. Oh, yes, did you know the difficulty actually affects the accuracy skeletons have? I did know that fact. It is one of those brutal facts that I do in fact know. So I should have gotten more sweet berries, really, because 4 of them are just wasted on getting me up to full health. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but I lost my sweet berries by planting them on the ground. So we'll find more because it's a tiger biome. And we're just going on a long journey. Long journey through the woods with, oh god, there's been a massacre over here. And plenty of wool though, which is what I love to see. Can now use that for the beds that I need. So it's a slippery slope after you use commands. It's just this one turn comes into a couple, turns into just stick in creative. Yeah, I think that tells you something about, like, what's the phrase? Like, power corrupts. You convince yourself that power is worth it just this one time. And then you very quickly get into a dangerous... Oh, God. You get into a dangerous loop of logic where, like, why would you not use power once you have it? It's kind of a weird one. It even happens of, like, this is... A lot of... You know, it's quite a famous thing, right? Celebrities of all sorts. People always make fun of James Corden, I think it is, for this. But it happens to all sorts of celebrities, just on more minor levels. Where they get so used to the special treatment from their life that when they just get treated like a normal person, even like slightly better than a normal person, it breaks them. They're like, what do you mean? Don't you know that I make that funny show on the TV? People laugh at me, damn it, and I am well compensated. And so I deserve the nicest things when I go out in public. And it's, you know, it's like, it's one of those things where, like, it starts, no one actually wants it at first. It's a stereotype where everyone's like, yeah, you know, you say, like, oh, no, I don't need that. It's fine, thank you so much. And then, like, after a little bit, you're like, no, that is the standard. This is the best way to do things. I love it. I want someone to put my groceries in bags. I want someone to be, to go in front of me in the line. And I want someone to cut me in front of lines when it's important. Stuff like that, right? It's so easy to make a jungle village. Just watch Toycat do it. Oh, man. I wanna... Is Harrison... Yeah, I'm very curious. Is Harrison around? Hope he's good. Stop being roll me or I'm going to arrive at your location. I don't think I can be trusted with power because I really want it. That's if more people were that honest with themselves. Power should be given to people very sparingly. And even then, you know, like, even for short periods of times that are well defined. I think the reason that prime ministers and presidencies work is because we give extreme power to someone that we explicitly then say, and it's going to expire in 3 to 5 years. I am video exporting still. Oh, how long is the end thing? I'm curious. I hope it's a good one. But yeah, it looks like you're drinking out of a can of beans, Toycat. If your can of beans are this big, I want to order beans from the same place that you order your beans. It sounds like a delightful place. So, yeah, this was, money directly translates to power in our world. I would say, here's the thing, okay. If you look at actual wealthy people, it's kind of like the discussion, like, money stops meaning money past a certain point. It starts meaning, like, resource allocation. It starts meaning safety. But the real power comes from what I might describe as freedom. Like, the reason that the most powerful person in the country rarely actually does crazy, outlandish stuff is because their biggest check and balance on that is that they are beholden to all of the people all of the time. They, you know, like, unless you're a Putin or a, you know, like president of, you know, Kyrgyzstan or Iran or, you know, like, also thank you, Frat Mitz, so much for becoming a channel member. I'm thinking of bringing back the Willa Toycat, by the way, soon, chat. I hope I might do like a soft launch on tomorrow's Star Citizen, whatever it's called, the Bethesda game I'm excited to play. Okay, so this guy's still here. That's the good news. Well, it's the first of the good news. Hopefully there's more to follow. For now, though, let's see what we put in the chest, and let's put some extra stuff in there, maybe. So, just for now, so we have a place to store it. And now let's go pick up our stuff. It's raining IRL and his game. Is it raining in real life? It'd be so nice if it was raining in real life. Starfield, I'm about to play too. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, I forgot to... Cat warned me like 3 times, like, pre-download it now. Make sure you get pre-updated or whatever. And I was like, yep, that sounds like a good idea. Didn't get around to doing that. Big mistake, apparently. Okay, so here's all my stuff. Sand skeleton, thankfully. And sand skeleton is funny as a set of words to say, because there's a skeleton named Sans, and he is very funny. But yeah, let's organize the inventory. So I believe this is the order we want things to go in. And let's go down now. Nice and simple. Yeah, a lot of my stuff got really, really, really split up here, but it's totally fine. I am doing great regardless of it all. Took the rest of the week off to play Starfield. Worst case, I don't like it and still have time to do things. Isn't that crazy? That's basically how you have to, like, take games if you want to play them. Like, there are some games where it's like, yeah, you have to take time off work or you just won't get through it. It's, Starfield, beware of pronouns. I swear to God, if I see any pronouns in my game, I'm not gonna be able to play it. I think, okay, a lot of people are making fun of the idea of like, oh no, well, you say it, literally there's no harm in them. I think people misunderstand why people, I think people who like dislike them misunderstand why people who do like them in there, and people who like really like them, I think the people who dislike them are like, oh yeah, if I see the word pronouns, I'll literally explode into a... Also, come on! Stop sharing boats! Okay, I'm just gonna get this one guy. Gonna bring him on a little bit of a boat ride over to my house. And then he's gonna live there, maybe. I'll leave him in the middle of the thing, actually. That seems just as logical to me. Do I have all my slabs still? I don't. I'm missing a lot of things, really. But yeah, I think people who, like, are on board with them, it's just like, yeah. It allows you an extra layer of character customization, right? If you want to play as would it be offensive to say a male character using... Yeah, no, they're fancy characters. If you want to play as a very manly looking character, but have everyone refer to you as a woman, that's like objectively funny, right? That's objectively interesting to do. Like, no, you know, because it's in a video game, if you have dreams of actually being... Okay. Oh, no. Like, actual people who are like, yes, I would... Oh, guys! So people who would actually like to... Why can't I place the boat down most of the places here? People who actually like to be the opposite gender, you can just play as that gender with the appropriate pronouns for it, right? Like, every game allows you to play as the opposite gender to your real-life gender. Whereas people who, who like it are like, oh yeah, people literally break down when they see it. And it's like, well, actually what they're saying is that instead of focusing on making a game that is about space, they believe that they are trying to pander to modern day sensibilities, which is a really great way to age a product, right? Do you remember, like, I don't know, like, as a weird example, there was that weird phase in, like, the 40s to, like, the 60s where smoking was seen as healthy and cool, and, something I think is crazy. There's something called, like, the Torches of Power. An advertising campaign by Marlboro, one of the big cigarette giants, was like, be a feminist and smoke. You know, men think that only men should be allowed to smoke. Real feminists, like, you might think you're making social progress when really you're accidentally, doing the opposite. Like, our concept of social progress waves so much over time. So when you think you're doing something that is, like, the future, which makes sense, you're giving your idea on it. But to be fair, then you can't actually make a future without doing those things. It's like it's a whole interesting thing. And yeah, it's one of those like messy products. Also, I don't mind pronouns by no Metson and get it wrong. Yeah, I think that's the biggest part of the debate that gets lost in this whole thing is like in real life, no one ever actually uses them. It's like it's a meeting thing if there is any ambiguity. And anytime you get it wrong, people are like, yeah, call me that instead. Like the number of times that my actual, what would it be like? How often do people refer to me as like, oh yeah, ibxtoycat, he does this, they do that. The number, like it's a thing that just doesn't come up very often. It's a thing that does hurt if it does come up incorrectly, right? But it's one of those things where like people make it very, very, very big. The penalty for failure can be big, which is why you might want to be cautious. But then to act like it is the end all be all for basically anything is like, maybe missing some points there on something. Now this is Real Feminist by all the feminist merch. I think that's the problem with like the idea of everything, like people taking, like when a corporation is doing anything, it's not because they believe in it. It's because they believe it will sell more money. Even the people who like you see the video of the guy who's like, "What is Proaz doing in my damn game?" He's not saying that because he's actually so hurt by it. He's saying it because he can make a lot of money from people being like, "Yeah, I agree in it. Yeah, you like we gotta all just like maybe be less less susceptible to that craziness. I don't know how you'd actually do that. And slightly off topic, but women actually started shaving because Gillette, I think, ad targeted women to sell more razors. Oh, ibxtoycat, she's awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I think I haven't heard that one, by the way, Lena. I like it if it's true. I think that's a funny example. But yeah, women's razors are so much more profitable than men's too, right? Like it's a product that just where people get a lot more. People are willing to pay a lot more for it because it becomes a beauty item, and for whatever reason, men's beauty is worth like next to nothing. You tried to sell me £8 shampoo, and I laugh at you. You tried to sell, you know, maybe someone who uses different pronouns, you know, £8 shampoo, and they're like, okay, and when do I pay the rest? Okay, so we are very close to our village now. Is that our house over there? I think it is. No, that's something else. That's my sheep farm. So we have to still keep moving up in the sky here, which is kind of annoying. But I'll row them along it and we'll see where we get to. This is this is the weirdest pathway. Like I don't know why I decided to do that, knowing I'd come back in, but it's fine. How are you awake, sleep man? It's literally daytime. If I went to sleep, you know, it'd go all wrong. Can you use a fishing boat to pull the boats on bedrock? To pull the boats in general. It's a fun idea. Rainbow capitalism is what that's called, or grifting. Yeah, I think everyone who gets involved in these silly culture wars detract from like real ways to actually help people, especially those people who need it most, right? Which is what everyone says the whole debates are always about. It's like there are lots of people who are very, very, very disproportionately likely to kill themselves. Let's not treat this as an issue to win votes for our favorite people, or show that we're really great people who care about people, or show that we're people who don't care about people. Let's not try and win any points on this. Let's like make the world better. But right? Actually, I'd rather we have silly debates over that. You know, as we mentioned, the moment we allowed non-landowning men to vote, system's gone downhill ever since. And so, if we just everyone who's not landowning men just starts thinking about the way that we can, if everyone else just focuses on rainbow capitalism or whatever, if that's what we have to do, that works. Who's gonna carry the boats? Also, is there an Enderman in this boat with me? Nope, thank God. It's true, razor companies used to produce loads of magazines that were similar to Cosmo in America to make American women think, oh, European women shaved. It's funny because the stereotype today is definitely like not shaving is a very European thing, right? Like, or like it's, I would say French in particular, like maybe Italians too. Also, cheers from a bar in North Carolina, says Marcat154. The craziest one to me is how toothpaste companies convince you to use way more toothpaste than you need. Just because, you know, how do you sell more toothpaste? Convince everyone to use 3 times more. Also, welcome from the bar, Marcat. Super Torture 64. You know, I'm just saying, I'm almost 2 hours in at this point, right? Wait. Yeah, I'm almost 2 hours in, chat. And I'm just now getting to the point where I'll soon have a jungle villager. Let alone an entire village. Dating. I vote Toycat for the American president. Vote Toycat for president right now. You know, honestly, the thing is though, like, I don't know. I think the ideal would be to hold a really long-term view, and I think that would get me like unelected really quickly. To be like, okay, in like 10 years we could do this really awesome thing. Almost every politician that exists right now will be dead in like just over 10 years. So their interest is in like keeping things going basically how they are right now. You need a president in there who's got their whole life ahead of them, and they, oh gosh, oh god, that's a skeleton jockey. Do 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 do. Oh, let me off this crazy. Okay, so we're gonna place torches all around where that is, and we're just gonna run real fast. Hey, thank you, Darren Hughes. It's been a while, but thank you very much for the tips. Do. I swear to God, if tonight is the night I find my first, oh, we've got 2 baby zombies. I should be placing torches down. I think they limit where zombies might be spawning. Hey, it's 10 gifted memberships. We're gonna get pig step 10 times. Toycat, only not US president because he's 65 years old. I think it'd be really nice to have a, to have someone who's like, yeah, I got like 30 years if this whole thing goes to hell. I want to make sure that's all good. A lot of, I think the UK has one of its younger prime ministers right now. He's also a billionaire though, so. Well, you know, I guess he's married to a billionaire. It's not really his money. You know, that's almost worse, I guess. You must want someone who's got their own money. Because, okay, here's the thing I was saying earlier. Hey, by the way, Tracy Coletta jumping on the member train, gifting 5 memberships. Thank you for all the for all the free trials you're giving everyone of the membership club. Hopefully, you'll enjoy the Iron Brew video so much you'll never want to leave. That's the hope. We got a few sweet berries, I guess we can eat. So the plan is just really we want those, if those villages get attacked, wait, they'll become zombie villages, right? No, but they'll become zombie villages of plains village type. It doesn't actually achieve what I want it to. Okay, so I do have both villages on there. It's great. Everything's wonderful. Thank you so much for gifting all the memberships, Tracy Coletta and Darren Hughes. It's good to see you, Darren. You doing wonderful? I've been doing good. I see the I hope you and well. Missed you all. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see a familiar face after a while, right? I think that's like a universal human experience. Is like sometimes the best thing is just someone that like you assume is gone. This is when they're back. I think there's a weird thing about like time to miss something is like a real valid idea. By the way, is it worth trying to find zombie villagers? You find them like every single night on Bedrock, whether you want to or not. But in Java, it seems like that's not the case at all. I hope you set your spawn, says Dasher. The funniest thing, right, is that I did not. That's the absolutely funniest thing that people will enjoy a lot if it turns out poorly. But yeah, 50 gifted memberships. What a lovely thing to have right there. Come on, zombie villages. I guess this is a beach. We don't want to find him here. We want to find him in the jungle, ahead of me somewhere. I don't care where. He's just got to be ahead of me. I know mobs as a whole are spawning less, but like we're just... I have never and probably never will watch the Iron Brew video. You know what? You're missing out. That's all I'll say. You're missing out on a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know, one day you'll appreciate the beauty that it is. But I guess that day is not today. Gifting memberships to Nightbot because I love robots. Brackets, don't kill me. Can you gift Nightbot a membership? It'd be nice if so. I feel like he deserves one for all the hard work. I wonder. I guess he probably doesn't have the YouTube setting turned on where he's allowed to accept gifted memberships. I love the Iron Brew video, says Rosie Farrow. The Mountain Dew sequel. Okay, so we're gonna sleep in the bed, or not sleep in the bed. The Mountain Dew sequel is the worst thing ever, and I was sure I'd never upload it, but I finally was like, okay, let's just hit the trigger. Let's just tell Harrison he can edit it. It's gonna be exciting. Also, yeah, there is no sign of a jungle villager around here. Always nice to see old acquaintances, but at a certain point it becomes awkward. Yeah, if you don't maintain a relationship long enough, it stops becoming nice to see and starts like, okay, here's the thing, right? If someone is the person who you just see every now and then to be like, oh yeah, it's this face again. That stops being nice and starts being, this is a person who has no intention of maintaining a relationship. It's okay that people drift apart, but if you drift apart like 10 times, it's like, now our relationship will always be acquaintance. And if they try to act like it's more, it's because they can't actually keep a serious relationship going in that way, which is fine for them to be able to do for themselves. but also a little much to expect anyone to care about them with or for. Okay, so you know, I think that's the same thing about like YouTubers. There's always a big like boost when someone comes back to YouTube, but after the 5th time they leave and come back, it's like, okay, so now you're just inconsistently uploading. Now your schedule is whenever you feel like it, and that's fine. But also, you gotta do better than that. You know, if they're a good enough YouTuber, you're like, sure, I'll enjoy the journey, but I look forward to seeing you in 8 months if I'm lucky. Where they all be at, chat? Where it be? So I need to make a couple more of these. I'm gonna feed some to the sheep because obviously we need to get a healthy supply of that going. But yeah, there's so many baby zombies. I've gone through so many mobs of every description, but I have not found a single. It's been 30 minutes I've spent looking, chat. But we have yet to find one. Do they exist? You know, are they myths? Is this just one of those things that we made up for giggles? You know, it could be. You ever see a jungle zombie villager? On Bedrock, I see them all the time. Never seen one on Java. Maybe the game doesn't know how to generate them. It seems like a big bug they should get fixed. But more seriously, yeah, we spent all day doing this, and our results have been less than stellar. Come on. Last minute. Okay, there's an Enderman. I've had multiple Endermen before I've had a single zombie villager in this biome. What's wrong with it, chat? What is... Am I doing something wrong? Feels like that's the case. So we'll eat our final golden carrot. I love these things, but, you know, time has come. And, yeah, without a zombie villager, a baby zombie villager in a boat just sits there by himself. I'm impressed you've been maintaining your YouTube channel for so long. It's a real accomplishment, says Lil Miss Treble Gaming. It's been one of my big like, this is the thing about basically anything consistent, is it has to be a really big priority. And it's hard to make many things in life a priority. Like, you can do, like, 3 things every day, and then you have barely enough time to do the weird things you want to do on top. So, but yeah, for me, YouTube is a very, very big priority in my life. It always has offered, like, a way out of my, call it previous life. And it's tough in a lot of ways. But it's something that I enjoy enough that I want to keep doing. And I put a lot of effort into that. I think, genuinely, it's every 3 to 6 months, there is a huge crisis on YouTube where it's like, if you don't solve this, you won't have a job in a year. And for a lot of YouTubers, that's such a... Most people don't work jobs where that's true. By the way, thank you so much, Caitlin Smith, for becoming a member. Appreciate it. I can't believe I missed it. I guess I got too caught on the pig step. Thank you so much for becoming the 17th member of the stream. Crazy number. So we're going to finish this little path, going all the way to the house. Okay, so we're also going to feed the some sheep to the wheat. That's what I mean. I'm sticking with it. Oh, breeding feels nicer on Java. It's slower, but that felt good. That felt real good. There's a weird thing to say, chat, but breeding feels good on Java. I wonder why that is. So now we'll bring this back around here and over to my main village house. We might have to trap them in a hole for a little bit or something, but hopefully eventually it leads to what we're looking for. Okay, so my plan is I'm going to leave the first 2 villagers trapped in a hole somewhere, and then only let villagers out via a very particular way. That is my plan. We'll see if it works. Hey, at least you have a good community online to escape to. Breeding feels good on Java. It's true. You know what, Rosie Farrow, you can judge me for it all you like, but you know it's true. So now we'll make a bunch more planks. Perfect. Okay, so let's row our boats gently down the stream. And we'll make the jungle villages from scratch. I had zero expectation this would be the way to do it. Apparently it is. I always think about my parasocial relationships. If my comments are not read more than 5 streams, I wonder what I've done wrong, says Polly. If your comments aren't read for more than 5 streams, it means I hate you, and the only way for me to like you is if you buy me a kebab. I don't make the rules. Hey, I like Aubrey again now. Thank you. Breeding feels good. Guy named Andrew. I mean, if breeding didn't feel good, we would be doomed as a species, right? Like no one can find that controversial. That's just one of those facts that you better hope is true. You better hope it's true. Oh, the boat span unexpectedly. So we're gonna make a nice little place here. On this side, it's just gonna be like this. Then on the other side, we'll place like okay, so we'll make like a little tree house here, I guess. Blocks all around. And then we'll make the only way out be big enough for baby villagers to get out of and not regular villagers. We do it on all sides, I guess. Just something like this. And then once we get the villagers in a boat in, we'll keep it safe. So place a torch in here. Let's row our boat inside. Put him over in this corner. Oh, a little bit weird. Don't know what happened to me there. Now we'll row our second boat in and we're great. Yeah, why no cave villagers? I do think the lack of cave villagers is a weird one. I do think that is one of the weirdest ones. I'm putting a lot of effort into not ever needing a job. Hopefully it works, me, says Mark Barger. So, my best understanding is unless you want to be born wealthy, which is a perfectly valid strategy for not working, like a lot of people want that system to be nerfed. A lot of people, but honestly, it's one of the most OP spawns you can have. If you're born wealthy, no working, you just have to like suck up to a family member and convince them that you're building something of yourself, and then blow the money on party drugs and yachts and all that sort of stuff. But if you aren't that lucky, as many of us are not, and you don't want to work, I think realistically you just have to redefine what work is. If you think of work as going somewhere and doing a thing you hate every day, yeah, you shouldn't want to do that. That's for sure. Okay, so how do I get in here but not let villagers in? I think I use the vines from the tree, maybe? Yeah, that's my idea. So for now, we're gonna just lock the villagers in. Okay, so just like so. We'll make a little staircase up here for myself. Just like so. And Darren wonders what a parasocial relationship is, but I don't think I have enough brain cells to explain it. A parasocial relationship is a one-way relationship. So in a normal relationship, you both know each other equally. But a parasocial relationship is where one of the parties inherently has a lot more about it than the other. TV would be a great example of this. Like, I know a lot more about, I'm just going to pick an actor I know something about. Okay, so the villagers are in fact trapped in here now, which is exactly what I wanted. So now we're going to break, oh no, I didn't want to do that. Now we're going to make ourselves a ladder out, I guess, all the way to the top. And that's going to be that. By the way, thank you, Jan, Kebab Money. Wait, no, sorry. Just learn this a better way to tip. Thank you for being the coolest cat. Thank you, Marcat. Thanks so much for learning a better way to tip. Something I appreciate a lot. And then thank you for Kebab Money, Jan. Wow, Jan, where are you in chat? I want to read your messages because I care about you a lot now. Our parasocial relationship has improved so much. And finally, Rosie Farrow, donate to the Jet Ski Fund, as we all should do. You know, one day, there won't be enough jet skis for everyone. And so it's important that I get mine in. Nice and early. Man, the Jet Ski Fun was like the silliest early day ToyCat channel thing that I'm glad people enjoyed. Okay, so we've got villagers. We just need to breed them now, right? So, what is that? They just need bread, right? How much bread do villagers need? It's probably a lot. You know what? We'll make 19, maybe like 28. 20... Okay, that's enough bread for me and these guys. Okay, so they'll hand it out between themselves, and when they make a baby villager, so here's the fun thing. I've got enough beds. If you have enough beds, you have enough workstations, you have enough everything, the villagers will breed together, and when they make a baby, like when two people immigrate to a new country, when your child is born in that country, he's a citizen of it. I think this results in some really weird, you know, things that don't make sense, like how they both red villagers, yet they're going to make a yellow villager. But if you just see the world without color, it all makes perfect sense. If we all become, you know, dogs with black and white vision, which I guess isn't without color. Are black and white colors, internet? I guess seeing the world of no colors would be seeing this, which is the same as not seeing. So, anyway, so my cleric and my other guy, just have to they just have to make babies. I don't know why they're not. The beds are right there. And there is a zombie villager nearby, which I hear they like on Java for some reason. I just thought about the random RuneScape event where I played with Yout. Can you find the kebab? That's right. Oh, yeah, we can buy cherry logs, by the way. Or a mango propagule, or a sea pickle. Or melon seeds. I don't think we need those in the jungle. I might buy some cherry. Okay, you know what, chat? I'm just going to buy a little bit of cherry wood. Just a little bit of cherry wood. I had to make a deal, which is just successfully trade with a villager. Can't believe I haven't done that yet. Because I just think the wood looks real good. And then we're going to... Yeah, I do think the weird thing... I do believe villagers need to be a pathfinder to a bed. And the bed needs to have several air blocks above it. The children jump on beds. Oh, no. Why do the villagers need to be able to pathfind to it? My whole system has fallen apart. Okay, whatever. We'll bring the beds up into there, right? It's kind of a messy way to do it. Okay, so they both got enough food. That's the good news. So we'll place a bed there. And a bed over here. In that corner. That's 2 beds. We just need to get a 3rd bed in there, right? I'm going to breed the sheep again, because I bet I haven't done that in a while. Or at least long enough to have another sheep. 1, 2. Perfect. And then we're going to make a bed from the rest of this wall. It's going to be a really lame bed. It's going to be one of those horrific white beds. But these villagers are my slave village. Wait, is that okay to say? These villagers are my non-consensual working villagers. And so, I'm going to put them in there. You know, you don't know what can get you cancelled now, chat. So I'm very important to use correct language where I can. And then we're just going to make a 3rd bed right there. Is that good enough? We'll also break some leaves above this. So now they can jump over the beds, maybe. Maybe if I move the bed, like, over here. Yeah, surely. Destroy that too. Okay, guys. At this point, I don't know what to say. If you can't breed now, do they need the workstations in here? Guys, you gotta tell me what's going on here, friend. See, I've never done Java breeding before. I assumed foolishly it was the same, but it's not. There's a difference. What is the difference? It's okay. The villagers identify as white. Okay, we're sorted. We're sorted. If they were anything else, we'd be in big trouble, Darren. We'd be in very big trouble. Okay, so yeah, I don't get it. Maybe if I destroy some leaves around here. Chat, I've got 2 villagers, 3 beds, and they're not making love to each other. Level up their profession. There's no way that's a thing. They need more foods because they were hurt. That feels greedy if you ask me, but fine, have all the food in the world, guys. I guess I literally have to indulge you in your silly ideas. Here is a bunch. Here's a bunch for you too. He's not even picking it up. Okay, he is picking it up. Surely that should be enough. Just make some babies, damn it. I've got all the beds. I stole them from the finest villages in the land. You can't keep needing more than that. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to cut you off at some point. Don't make it now. So we'll break this. Place a slab there, and then like a slab there. So now I can jump up there, but zombies can't, which is what I really need. And do I just sleep through the night? You need doors. Each of them need free bread. Oh, I haven't had the doors breeding thing for years. Oh, thank you for the blast for the past there. So I'm going to now make a bunch more bread, because I clearly need it. If not for the villagers, then for myself. And then we'll use the last 2 to breed 2 more sheep together. So, yeah, I will have a lot of beds soon, chat. I've got... Should I dye the sheep first, actually? Oh, I won't have a lot of sheep soon. Oh, I just gave it to babies. That was a poor idea. So, yeah, I think I heard beetroot is an aphrodisiac. Okay, let's go get some beetroot. It's what the villagers crave. It's what the villagers crave, indeed. Yeah, I give them some cooked meat to have them make. You know, that's how it works in real life, right? So, yeah, I doors less than 3. If there are no leaves above the beds, you're golden. I suggest destroying the tree in its entirety. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do tomorrow. We'll try making it as easy as possible. Every villager is bolding. Is every villager bolding, or are we just too hairy? It is, you ever, like, going back to the razor point, you ever think about how strange it is where hair is or isn't acceptable? Like, on your head, fine. On your face, depends on the person. Armpits, depends on the gender. Back hair, not fine. Front hair, depends on the person. You know, like leg hair, depends on the profession, gender, or the statement you're trying to make. You know, it's just there's so many parts of the body that have hair, and we're very picky as a society. And I understand the idea of grooming. I understand that the idea, like the historic idea behind hair, is it shows that you've been healthy for enough time to have grown hair. You know, the least healthy people don't grow hair, which in the modern day means cancer patients. But like, if you saw someone in the wild without hair, you can assume that they're unhealthy in some way. Obviously, it stops working for men at a certain point in time. It kind of works one way rather than the other, because you want to like make sure someone's healthy enough to have children. You know, is a balding man healthy enough to have children though? That's the question that I won't have any answer for today. Also, where are the zombie villagers? It's night 4 looking for one, damn it. It's night 4. Do I give up? I'm going to give up early today. That's my plan. I'm going to give up early. What if being bald is more natural than having hair? For some people it is, right? Some people actively have to fight the natural balding effect so that they may have hair again. They transplant it from somewhere else, or they put a wig on, or they put a Sharpie on there and go crazy. And also, what was that? Oh, chat, what am I seeing? Why is the lead going so far over here? This is interesting. Huh. Minecraft is fun. Yeah, I think we just conclude no zombie villagers. They don't exist. If you want a zombie villager for a jungle, you will not ever find one. They are fake mystical creatures. It's okay to go bald, Toycat. It means your testosterone is good. I mean, it means it's too high usually. Which is a big problem for a few reasons, I imagine. I mean, it going low is bad too. Probably worse than too high. Honestly, there's too many things in the human body to know about. Make guesses about. Do you want it low, high, medium, medium rare? Who knows? Also, oh god, we're gonna watch out for... See, this is what I expect from zombie spawning. Oh, it's probably because we have villagers here. Okay, so we got a lot of zombies. We can have a lot of rotten flesh, which I think is actually good for a certain type of villagers to trade with. So I don't know how to, like, do the sweeping attack, but I'm gonna try and do a ton of those, chat. Oh, this is a weird Java exclusive, by the way. Okay, we got a couple of them in. Gonna eat a bread. And we're gonna see if we can maybe get more of this going on. Also, why are they're dying so slowly? Like, I know it's like 4 hits, but I figured like the sweeps would help me out here. Okay. Why aren't I sweeping any of them? Okay, sweep o'clock, it's happening. That spider has taken 1 trillion hits. That spider is just not dying. Okay, so we're gonna eat another bread. Eat just another one. And then I think after these guys are dead, we just admit that we're never getting a zombie villager. If we can't get a zombie villager now, we're never getting a zombie villager. So these guys still asleep? Yes, they are. It's a shame. It is. This strategy should work. Oh, look at that. 3 zombies again. 4 zombies. Is it because local difficulty has finally gone up a certain amount? The game is like, yep, we'll give you all the zombies you need. But why are none of them zombie villagers? You can only do 1 heart if you don't wait for the cooldown. Yeah, that's the catch, is I guess I don't have as good of an eye on when I've cooled down versus when I've mostly cooled down. Was that a full hit? I don't know. I don't have a good feel for it either. Yeah, let's just go to bed. It's a shame that this is unproductive. It really is. This could be something wonderful. But it's not something wonderful. It is something acceptable. Oh, don't kill me, skeleton. I know you've done this before. I know this is what you like to do. But please, could you resist? So yeah, let's go to sleep. It's unproductive staying up. Wait. No, that's a creeper and a spider. Oh, no, we can't sleep because he's there. So let's take one of these beds and move it somewhere more useful. Okay, so we'll just go sleep up the hill somewhere, maybe. So I think up here should be fine, right? Yeah, nice. Okay, in the morning, we're going to do our villager breeding, and if it doesn't work, we just conclude it will never work. Oh, I broke my bed, right. The game doesn't like when you do that. Okay, respawn point definitely set. We got 2 villagers, and we're going to... Oh, there we go, they're breeding. It's finally happened, chat. I don't know what changed overnight here for them. But now here's the fun thing. They're going to make a baby, and the baby is a jungle villager. I don't know why they look so hilarious on Java. Look at them. He's just a small villager. Look at them. Look how ridiculous they look. I love it. And so we can now try and make them breed again by placing another bed in here. Maybe they'll know there's more beds now, actually. I guess we'll try and place another bed in here. So we'll expand the area using slabs. We'll place a lot of this stuff in chests, but yeah, let's make like just a wider area around here somewhere. Make a nice extra wide place where we can place some beds. We have an inventory crisis right now, to be perfectly honest. So let's just clear it out. Like stuff that feels important but isn't. In you go. In you go with that. Just, you know, making the small differences. Then we'll use the bucket of water to make a sugarcane farm. Do we need it? Not for this challenge at all. Do I like sugarcane farms? Yes. Okay, so are they going to breed again? I probably need to go get more hay bales before they're definitely going to. Yeah, I'll try getting more hay bales, and then I'll try it. The safety feeling they get after one night of defense from you caused them to breed. You know, if I know one thing about how breeding works, it's definitely that. Don't let the jungle guy get trapped in the boat with the diseased child. Yeah, that's a good point. Wait. Oh, that's a really good point. Shall I just start curing that one baby villager? We're never going to find a... No. Yeah, let's do it. It'll be a plains villager mixed in with my savannah villagers and my jungle villagers. So I think it'll add some, like, diversity to the village. Let's go for it. Let's just go for it. It's such a waste of a whole potion, right? Like, it's a whole splash potion of weakness that we're just given to a go. I've never cured a baby before, chat. I'm excited. I watched a YouTube video recently that said that if you put iron bars around a villager, they cure faster. Does anyone know if that's true? Also, did the baby just escape, or am I seeing things? Yeah, I deliberately set it up so the baby can always escape from this situation that he's in. So now that the baby has gone away, they have the ability to breed higher, right? So I'll give them a bread, maybe a bread each. Do you want a bread as well? I've got to use one of these breads myself, I'm afraid. But otherwise, I'd totally give you one. We're gonna have enough rotten flesh to get emeralds from this guy soon. Come on, fellas. Fellas, grab the bread. Grab the bread. You can do it. Okay, they don't want the bread. Yeah, villager trading is a mystery. A mystery of unknown. I think they do want to breed. They've just got to wait 5 minutes. I'm going to tap out. Only 3 hours left last night, and I'm going down, Captain. All good. There is a... Okay, it's all good. There's a contingency that has to be activated, but hopefully it activates. Yeah, I think as soon as he cures him, it's going to get a ton of zombie villagers. Yeah, that's the worst bit, Oriaso Free. You know the... What's the phrase? Like, sod's law. Like, as soon as something terrible can happen, you're going to feel it. You're gonna regret everything in your body. But in this case, we have no choice, I think. I also think it's worth making some iron armor. We probably should have skipped that step a long time ago. By the way, yeah, I think if you're going to make a village on Java, no way, 0% chance should you do it this way. I just don't think it works out. On Bedrock, just look for a zombie villager. You'll find one on night 1. Maybe night 2 if you get unlucky. Maybe I've just been lucky my whole time, and actually that's not the norm. But I think you'll be fine. Also, Aubrey, I don't think I'd want to breed if someone threw bread at me and started to stare me directly in the eye after letting my newborn child run into the woods. You know what? First of all, Aubrey, thank you very much. Wow, like you more now. Definitely want to get you a kebab. DM Big Salmon activated. Awesome to hear. Give the villagers a few pints and they will reproduce. You know, if villagers work like normal people, it would be that easy, I think. Okay, so yeah, we're going to get the rest of the hay bales. There's only 4 that I could see. But we can definitely find some more. We might have to go to the other village. Maybe? Okay. I tried breeding a panda and somehow fell into a 1x1 pit of lava that came out of nowhere and definitely did not come out. Definitely did not come out. Oh, my chat's got a little thing on it. You know, definitely did not come out of a bucket. There we go. The easy mistake to make. Happens to the worst of us. Okay, so I've gone all the hay bales that this village has to offer me.